we might as well go ahead and put in more of the center rail. Felts. We know that they're going in without any kind of spacer because they're already bigger than the ones that were in there. Measurement wise, it's a thicker felt and they squish down quite a bit over time, so that didn't really cut correctly. I'm going to not use that. If they didn't punch cut all the way through at the factory, then they probably don't belong on the unit. So again, my point is that these Steinway center pin felts are a little fatter right now than the old felts with the spacers. So I can start here, and it's bringing up this height just a little bit. So that's why I let these guys come a little bit higher too, so that I'll still get my 1/2 inch movement of the key. If I left these the same and that went up, it'd be more than 1/2 inch. But this goes pretty quick when you're just, you know, pushing on one felt. It's not the end of the world. There was a lot of work to get the piano to this position. You know, every one of these pins had to be polished, and the wood had to be cleaned up, and new felt here, and blah, 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 blah. Lots of work to get to the point where we could just go ahead and start reconstructing. As soon as I put the keys on, they'll flatten these felts down. I don't have to worry about taking a tool. One time I did a rebuild and I banged them with a hammer to pre-stress them. But on this, you'd be surprised, any little change like that, I can make a difference. I want this piano to have the softest tone I can get, because it's a smaller Steinway grand compared to like a concert grand, and I want that softer tone. So the thicker, fatter felt will move in that direction. A little softer sound when the key gets pressed. You know, the felt takes energy out of the strike. I remember that on another Steinway I did, that I didn't have these felts, and another guy that was a tech gave me 40, and I said, look, I need the whole piano. And he goes, this is really what, just start here, you won't be able to tell the difference. And the difference between the new and the old felt was like totally noticeable. And I called him and he said, come on over, I'll give you the other felts, and he did. But you got to watch it, because not everything you're going to get told by a tech is accurate. Maybe it's accurate, maybe it's not. How are we doing here on time? We're in good shape. I can take and pop this open. Get a few more here. Quite a few did not get punched through the factory. They do need to be punched all the way through. And if they're not, that can cause some little problems. Fortunately, I actually have some extras from the last time I did this, so if I did run out, I've got some others that are the same specification, although I always prefer to have something from the same batch. Moving along, huh? You got to start somewhere with your regulation. So I try to find a you know, check and see, was it originally set up correctly, then measure everything, how thick the felts used to be, duplicate that setting, and then go from there. That seems to be the easiest way to do this. As far as calculating it with, you know, numbers and all that, I don't know about that. Like a lot of things on piano, it's feel. I got 3 to go. 1, 2, 3. Boy, this was close, wasn't it? And we had 3 or 4 extra. Let's go here. And we go here. And we go here. Okay, all the center felts are in pretty quick. I'm coming down here. I'm going to run the whole line here. Then I'm going to run these that are a little bit higher. These actually are measuring right now 9 and a hair, whereas these ones are 8 and 8.4 total with spacers. That's the scoop.